Hi everybody, my name is Rosalinda Ortiz and I'm a doctoral student in the Adult Higher and Community Education program. Um, I don't know if you can see behind me, but I am coming to you from the Chicago International Airport. I'm on a 3 hour layover waiting to get back to Ball State through Indiana. So I figured I might as well do my video. I spent about 6 hours yesterday at the Apple store because my computer's been sick and I needed to make sure all of this stuff works before I started a new semester. So I got to some tutorials on iMovie and I stayed there for a good long while. And while I'm not an expert in movie making, I found some little neat tricks that I can do. So, just a little bit about my background. I'm about halfway through my doctoral program. My emphasis is in community college leadership, and my cognate is in higher education. I am a full time graduate assistant for Dr. Amanda Latz. She's in the Ed Studies department. Um, Prior to coming to Ball State in fall of 2016, I was the college readiness coordinator for my hometown high school in Carrizo Springs, Texas, uh, for about 2 years. And if you want to know where that is, if this is Texas, it's about we're right here. We're right on the other side of the Rio Grande River. So we're right next to the border. And so I was a college readiness coordinator there for 2 years while my son was in high school. And I was trying to make sure that he got everything situated and was ready to go to college. And he's there now at the University of Texas San Antonio. So we're both in college. And prior to that, I spent about 9 years teaching at Southwest Texas Junior College. I taught speech. Um, and while I was there, I was a department chair and division chair. I really hope y'all can hear me over all of the announcements. Um, so I got a lot of practice with community college leadership and administration. So when my son went off to college, I kind of said, well, I don't have anything else to do, so I might as well let's go get my doctorate degree. And Ball State just kind of fell into place for me. And it's 21 hours away from where I live and my whole family. And I go back to Texas every chance that I get. So that's if I'm not here at Ball State, you'll find me in Texas. Um, I'm taking this grant class because my emphasis is going to be bridging the gap between secondary and post-secondary education. As a college readiness coordinator, I saw there's a lot of gaps between students that transition from high school to college, and I also developed a really big program for our dual credit students. And I feel like that's one avenue that can help students matriculate to college a lot easier. So a lot of my research is on that transition and about dual credit. And I didn't spend a whole lot of time in the public school sector, but I'm getting familiar with. I'm as familiar as I can with that. I have a lot of experience in higher ed, and so through grant writing, I really want to find money to make those connections because we're in a small rural school. Um, high Hispanic population, high poverty population. So if we can do something to, and there's a lot of students in our communities all along the Texas border that are in those same situations. So if I can help that, I will. And so that's my goal, is to get my degree and then head back to Texas and solve the world's problems there. But in order to do that, we need money. And I think grants are right up our alley to do that. So I want to be able to do that as well. I'm also an adjunct instructor for Southwest Texas Junior College, where I used to work. I teach online speech. I've got 3 sections this semester. I also contract working for the Dana Center through the University of Texas. Um, they do math initiatives for the state of Texas, so I'm doing some contract research work with them. And then I also started my own consulting business, Ortiz Higher Education Consulting, OHEC. And so that's a little bit off the ground. I do trainings for high schools or colleges or whatever, and do curriculum development and I want to add grant writing as one of my possibilities that I can add to my portfolio to offer services for. So that's why I'm taking grant writing, and I just think it's going to be really good to know how to write grants and hopefully get some more information in order to bring money to those communities that really, really need it. Um, okay, so now I'm going to tell you about my skills and my hobbies and my family. So I wanted to introduce you to my family. This is who I spend the majority of my time with when I'm not at Ball State. Um, these were pictures over the Christmas holiday. You can see I have four sisters. I am the fourth of five. So it starts Claudia, Oralia, Mary, me, and then Christy. And this is my mom and my dad. They've been married for over 40 years. And between my sisters and I, there's 11 grandkids. So I have one child. So this is Oscar. He's the oldest grandchild and the first boy in the family. He's named after my dad. And this is our grandbaby Zoe, or my grandbaby Zoe. That's his dog. So she keeps him company and takes care of him while I'm away at college. So we spent a lot of time over Christmas together. It was really hard coming back. I love my family. I love to spend time with them, and that's what I do every chance that I get. Um, Now, as far as the activities and the things that I love to do, one of them is quilting. My mom's a quilter, and her mom before that was a quilter. So it's something that I got interested in when she started doing it at home. And I started out with making t-shirt quilts. I made one for my son when he graduated from high school with all of his quilts since he was a baby. And then I made one for my niece when she graduated high school, and that's Melissa. And then, so now every grandchild or niece and nephew, when they graduate high school, they're expecting their t-shirt quilts. So then I expanded into friends that wanted quilts made for their kids. And then, so you can see that. And then I've made pillows as well, and you can see that too. But then I started making patterns like my mom, and you can see these quilts that I've made with her, and so I've had different patterns. These are the two most recent quilts that I've had. This big one that I made for my oldest sister, that was her big Christmas present with the handprints of her three boys. And then this was another Christmas present that I made. I'm getting pretty good at it, so it only takes me, if I can focus, I can get it done in like 3 days. So my mom is all about the techniques and taking time and enjoying it, and I like the finished product. So I'm all about getting it done and enjoying what it has. The other thing that I like to do is I love to um, bake and cook. So, where are they? I have a. I know. Oh, here it is. So this is my Pinterest page. As you can see, I try to. My son is on a health kick, and he likes to do bodybuilding and stuff like that. So I try to make him healthy stuff. Um, and I make cakes. I'm famous in my family for pancakes, and every Sunday when I'm home, I'm the pancake maker. I make homemade tortillas. I'm pretty much one of the only five of us that can do it. Buñuelos, enchiladas, tamales over Christmas holiday. So you name it, I can probably make it, or I'll figure out how to do it. So I really love to cook, and bringing cooking and quilting and anything that has to do with family and fun and hanging out and spending time together. That's what I'm all about. So I just wanted to finally say I'm really excited to be in the class. As you can see, I just switched screens again, which really helped me being at that Apple store yesterday in those tutorials so that I could make a movie and show you all the best aspects of what I like to do and who I like to spend time with and what my goals are in life. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to a great semester with all of you. Have a great day.